Through me, justice is served.
That was a really fantastic build-up with the music and the edit. There was a nice rhythm to that, and I actually really like that. He looks like a lifeless puppet. He either resents his station, having to live and act as a judge all the time, or he's just done it so many times that he seems like dead inside.
Punish evil.
Punish evil, you say? What's the in-lore reason why this guy has darker skin, but none of the main cast do? Surely there's an in-lore reason for this, right? You guys let me know in the comments. Hello, my name is Philip, I'm a filmmaker, and today we're going to be watching and reacting to character demo, Cyno, Council of Condemnation, Genshin Impact, and analyzing the cinematic language. Sorry I haven't posted in a couple days. I was in Europe with Aaliyah. I'm so jet lagged I don't even know where I am. But I'm back and I'm going to be catching up with some of the newest videos that have dropped. As always, if you guys have recommendations for me, please drop them in the comments. If you want to see other games reacted to, other videos, just let me know in the comments. Guys, we're this close to 16,000 subscribers here on YouTube, so please make sure to subscribe and let's get there. If you haven't seen my other Genshin Impact videos, I've done a ton of them and a ton of these character demo reactions, so please check out the playlist here on the channel if you want to see more. Let's react to this video. Let me know in the comments, have you checked out the Sumeru stuff yet? If you have, do you think it's better or worse than the Inazuma and Liyue chapters? Alright, let's take a look.
The sands devour. A new life emerges.
Okay. Water. That's a great shot.
The cycle of life and
It's like,
death.
that was a weird,
Whatever
a really weird edit. Like one frame. Okay, crow symbolizing death
when
maybe?
the moral order is disrupted.
Not sure if that is still symbolizing death in Egyptian religion, but let me know if you know.
Judgment
So,
will come swiftly.
judgment. Okay, awesome.
Every soul will be weighed.
So I want to pause just for a second to look at this character. Clearly a reference to Anubis. Anubis is the head of a jackal, who is the god of the dead, god of mummification. And it seems here he's like a judge of the dead. Let's continue. So he's a usable character, but is he one of the Archons? Considering he's, you know, so powerful. He's like a god. I love the music. It's really well done. Cool. Really nice transition there. Whoa, that was really cool.
I vow to uphold the rules and punish evil.
Punish evil, you say? What's the in-lore reason why this guy has darker skin, but none of the main cast do? Surely there's an in-lore reason for this, right? You guys let me know in the comments.
Punish evil. No matter how arduous this path may be,
That's a cool shot.
follow its course to the end.
I really like that.
Through me, justice is served.
That was a really fantastic build-up with the music and the edit. There was a nice rhythm to that, and I actually really like that. It's interesting. It's almost like he's talking about judgment. There's these statues watching over him. It's almost like this sort of like avatar of the jackal is like watching over him, or he is in fact one of the judges himself, along with those other statues. Let me know if this is explained or if it's just kind of like an artistic choice here.
Until one day, humanity stands blameless.
The crow feather once
Just
again.
of its transgressions.
Humanity stands blameless, says the judge. Very interesting. Let's go back and look at some of the details here. How do you guys rate this with the other character demos? So yeah, this is a really beautiful shot. He's on like this kind of like liquid, and you have to ask yourself, where is this exactly? I don't know anything about this character besides what he says here. Seems to be some sort of judge of the dead, a reference to Anubis. Is this like some immortal home of the gods? What is this place? They've done a really good job of making him seem kind of like, you know, both larger than life, but also quite small compared to these colossal statues, which makes me ask myself, who are these statues? Are they like the judges that he answers to? There's a really it looks like a mistake. He says, when he says the word cycle of death, we see a headless statue for like a couple frames. And then we see his face here. It's an incredibly quick edit.
Of life and death.
And I don't really see what it's voicing.
Whatever is sown will be reaped.
It's like that was a nice cutaway, and it was there for a lot longer.
And when the
So there's no precedent for it, and there's no precedent. Nothing comes after it mimicking that. I don't know what that was. There's a really cool effect here. I want to show you guys. Yeah, this is great. We're gonna let's pause play through this transition. So when he grasps the feather,
judgment.
Boom! His hand turns into the hand of a jackal, like Anubis. And then there's this really cool thing that happens where we kind of cycle through. We end up going like around there. Yeah, it's a really cool shot. And his eyes like trail this golden light. It's a really nice effect. Camera kind of circling around this, and we see the characters on his hands and everything. And then of course we transition to this. But I wanted to focus in on this. There's this really cool moment where they actually put the eye of the beast, the jackal, over his right eye. It's a very quick, but it is there. In that transition to the live 2D artwork.
Every soul will be weighed.
It's cool. It was a nice touch. I actually really like that shot right there. It's kind of just there. There's not a lot of other shots that mimic it, but I like it. It's kind of this like deep vignette around his entire body, and it just makes him seem kind of like lifeless. He's just like this kind of indifferent judge of lives. Really nice choreography with that. He seems to be smashing down a lot of the time with his weapon, which appears to be like this sort of spear. This is interesting too because he's back in this liquid thing, but it almost looks like, you know, figure dancing or some sort of dance show where you have like spotlights on the stage. Interesting choice. That's a great shot too. Just a nice character shot. We get a little bit close up of the character. He seems to have this deadpan look for a lot of it. It's interesting. So I assume he's an electric character, but I'm not sure. Yeah, because he has the purple. Now that, like, this is what gets interesting to me. Is this? He looks like like a lifeless puppet in these shots, even more so than the other ones. Like, it's very interesting. So it's either like he resents his station, having to live and act as a judge all the time, or he's just done it so many times that he seems like dead inside and everything. So it seems like a pretty interesting character. Let me know if that was accurate at all.
I vow to uphold.
And they keep showing these statues again, which makes me think that they are some sort of like even higher judges or gods in his universe. Really cool weapons with this guy.
Through me, justice is served.
That's just a really cool. I want to watch that again. Just a really nice build up here where the music is slowly increasing in pace, and this guy jumps flying towards him at like supersonic speed. And he says, "Through me," you know, and as he's building up his voice, building up the music, there's this awesome transition right here where he spins. Oh, look at that. So he does the spin. We're going to go frame by frame. And there's this interesting little effect where his eye like awakens, and then he just is fully the jackal. There's no more human form there. Really cool. And then of course the hand explodes again, mimicking the beginning, the golden eyes and stuff. It's well done. Then it cuts to gameplay, which is nice. I mean, they want to give a nice mix of gameplay and of course, like, you know, just artistic shots in this. You just grab people with that. It's very interesting. There's this kind of crazy effect here with like this super quick flashes of imagery. He starts to run up. We do this like zoom in, and look at this. It's like, it's an interesting choice for a character like this, sort of this like digitized pixelated effect on this guy when, you know, he's like an ancient Egyptian looking judge. It's an interesting choice, and maybe it's because of the lighting. I like how the pace kind of comes back down after the climax. We get the crow feather coming down again, kind of bring it full circle.
Of its transgressions.
Yeah, still he has this kind of expressionless like mouth, at least almost the entire video. Just like, which again, I would assume he's kind of feels dead inside after what he has to do, or, you know, he just feels he has to stay separate from humanity considering his position. Crazy stuff. But yeah, I thought this one was pretty good. It's definitely a standout from the last one we watched. I think it was Tainari. It didn't hit as hard as their usual character demos, and they usually go pretty hard. I assume this guy's a 5-star. Let me know if I'm right. The production seems a little bit higher than the 4-star ones, but thank you everybody for watching. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna go try and shake off this jet lag. You guys have a nice day.